Yo, 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 what is going on, my fellow champions of the realm? It's your boy Patchy here, and today we're going to be VOD reviewing a game for the King Peanut. He's playing Tyra on Mill. And I forgot to fill out the paper. I usually do this before, just so I have like a quick idea and everything like that. But bam, we are on Mill. My boy playing Tyra. His role for this game is going to be point burn slash utility because of fire and because of reveals, right? Ultimates. Tyra ult is basically just for pure damage amp, but yeah, so just it could be used for damage amp or what else? Damage amp or I don't know. It's basically just damage amp or no reload, I guess. I don't know, cause like that's all it really does. It just, in a sense, it just you just shoot forever. Whenever you want to do more damage, whenever you want to hard fight something, you just pop it prior and then you go. Your buys for this game, caught. Um, in all reality, you probably don't need Illuminate because this guy won't be all on you right away. So you could probably look for like a caught, Breezil, caught. Oh, I'm using the wrong damn thing. Caught, Rezel, Haven, Blast, Haven. And then maybe a loom if you really need it. I really don't think you will because the second you see the sky, you should be marking her. All your marks should you should have one mark for sky, and then the other mark should be saved for who you're going to be fighting. And I'm going to start doing this thing at the bottom where it says rank and goal. He is currently unrated. And his goal is to climb the rank ladder, right? So this is basically it. Sorry for blinding you with the white screen, but yeah. Timberbill champ, point burn utility, damage amp, caught resil, Haven illuminate will probably be his buys. You could change this to filler. I don't think the illum would be super important because of your marks, but it could help. You could do that instead of the resil buy. But yeah. So let's get into the VOD review. Oh, we're looking at your build. I think this is the one you're going to end up going with. Okay, it is. I'm going to go back. Oop, oop. Yeah, that was so fast. I didn't even. All right.
Gods are watching. Our blood is rushing.
Okay, so you decide to go Mercy Kill, which is considered the best talent right now for Tyra.
Is on.
So your build, active Fireball heals you for 200 over 2 seconds. So far, this is a good card, right? This is also going to be a good card. This is a good card. The only outliers I'm going to see is here and here. In my opinion, you would probably want to switch those out for other things. I can't tell you the card right off the top of my head, but the card that gives you cooldown reduction on kills could always be good. And then maybe movement speed when you reveal somebody. Those could be two good cards as well. Well, I'm not a big fan of like kill to heal cards because when you're caught and like this is a condition, you got to kill them while they're affected by Hunter's Mark. This one's not as bad. It's like a sustaining card, right? So this one's not as bad as this one. I just don't like this one because you have to get a killing blow while they're marked, right? So it's gonna be a lot harder to get value out of this card than this one. I feel like you could switch this card off for something that's more consistent and will help you get more consistent value, right? So keep that in mind. Alrighty, so when it comes to your buys, like I said, cauterize and maybe illuminate or resil. You don't need to buy life rip. Tyra has base life rip in her kit. Tyra has 30% base life rip. So you already have life rip. So you're already kind of a dueling monster. By buying more, you make yourself stronger, yes, but Illuminate or Resil could have probably been a better buy. You want the Resil for the Saris ults and the Inara ults, and even, yeah, that's about it. But Illuminate will help with seeing both of them as well. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to go into this real quick to show you. So this is Timber Mill. When you roll out here, obviously you have one side of the point, another side of the point, and the high ground. As a Tyra now has pretty decent range, right? But if they have a Victor sitting high as a Tyra, you are not going to win that fight. You're going to want to get closer to the point so that you can do point damage as well as have a better matchup with the Victor. I do like, hold on, so you have a Buck and a Talus, I think. I'm trying to think here. I was thinking maybe you play here because you'll have more help from your teammates, and then if you do need to make an aggressive push, you can push up the stairs there, and you can see the point from here, right? So I'm thinking you play bottom right, or at least on top of the thing right here. But don't play too far back because then you're just giving Victor the free fight. Okay.
Come back to life.
So you're rolling out, rolling out. You're starting on high ground here. There's is spamming you out. You see somebody right side, fire on point. So you're hiding for a long time here. So my only issue with what you're doing right now is like yeah, you're kind of low, blah, blah, but at the same time, your only heals are going to be on the point. You need to think about that, right? You got to kind of play around that in a sense to where he'll be able to get you totems because by playing all the way up here, it's going to be really hard. As well as by you sitting out for so long up here, you have no clue what's going on this side of the map. No clue whatsoever. So you have no information. And if you're not playing with somebody and you're not communicating, you really don't have any idea of what's going on. And this is going to hurt you because at the end of the day, Victor could be right here and you would never know. And you go to peek up here and he just swings on you and kills you. Information is very strong. Yep. Somebody mounted underneath bottom right and snuck right up on you.
I knew you'd be first.
And I'm pretty sure that was the person who went bottom right. So you probably could have met them and stopped them from doing that. So you don't have to like group up and spawn with your team. You can push up a little bit farther. Just don't go too far, so that if you don't get caught out. There she is. You gotta mark her right away. The second you see Sky pop up, your first instinct needs to be mark, right? Okay, you missed. It needs to be mark, right? You gotta because when you mark her, your whole team sees her, right? And the thing about Sky is she's really strong early game because Illuminate buys aren't online yet, as well as it's just the element of surprise, right? But if you can reveal her every time, she doesn't have that anymore. You do get the kill though. Good job. So since Sky is dead, right, I would use your mark, right? And then with a build that maybe you mark someone, you get movement speed. It'll help you close the gap, as well as when you do mark someone, no matter what talent you're using, if you are marked by Tyra, base kit, she has damage amp against the enemy, right? So marking someone and fighting them will not only make your life steal stronger because you're doing more damage, but it will help you outduel that person. Tyra is a very like a brawly DPS. Close left, mark him, mark him, mark him. Gotta be using the marks. There you go, good job. Now you're gonna do more damage to her. So another thing you need to do is keep on respawn timers. Yeah, you killed Sky, but she should be coming back soon. There she is. She's behind you. Now you're stuck between two people. You're gonna die again. Dead. And that's just, you gotta be aware of respawn timers. Which you can see up here. Coming back now. I would have stayed high ground. I'd go yeah. I would definitely stay up high here. You see Vora going top right now, so you know she's there. Got a minute 30. If you're gonna use your ult between like a minute and 15 and a minute 30 is the best time to use it. Or you could use it like earlier, but like this is like the latest you should be using it. A minute 30, a minute 15, so that you can be able to build it up before the next mid. One thing I didn't really talk about, but it'll be good to let you know, is that everybody would tell you save ults, save ults, save ults, right? But at the end of the day, there's just certain ults that are better for mids and ults that don't matter. Grok ult is very important for mids. It helps you get in, it helps you get out, it gives you healing, it slows people. Barrack Dome to keep himself alive, right? And Talus is really good for mids because it allows him to just kind of get free picks or isolate people. But you and Buck, you guys both have very selfish ults that don't really benefit anybody else. So if you don't have those ults going into mid, that's okay. So what I mean by that is you should be using these ults to commit pushes as well as to defend pushes, right? If you're using this to defend the push, it's okay. Pop your ult here. You really didn't have too much info before popping your ult. You're not gonna get the full value out of it, but you did use it, which is good because I do see a lot of players, especially that are unrated, they don't use their ult. Even some people that are ranked, they just hold on to their ults for way too long. Just make sure you're throwing that mark out there. You got 2 of them. Also, your nades are gonna be really good when you're fighting people up close. You don't even have to hit them. I think you just gotta throw them out there, and they give you damage reduction. So it's like you get tankier just for using your nades. Won't even have to hit them. There's a pool. Doesn't pull you. You just saw the Sky go left. Gotta make sure that you're looking for her. She's definitely that's how you can hear her. If she pops up, you gotta throw out your mark. Right there. Mark fight. Mark fight. Mark fight. Oh. Oh, save. Just because, I mean, the Illuminate buys will help you, but just because you have points doesn't mean you have to spend them. And if you were going to buy Illuminate there, I would have only preferred you to buy Illuminate 1, because you're going to really slow down your caught buys here. Remember that you're not a tank, you don't have to be sitting on the point, that's his job to do it. So get behind your tank. Right now you're playing tank when you shouldn't be. And you're dead. Okay. I don't know what Buck said. Don't really care. So, rollout, I would like to see you, yep, play bottom right this time. This is good. This is a lot better. Oh, go into the cubby. Go into the cubby. It's safe in there. You drop down mid where most people can see you. You don't have the best cover. You're going to pop your ult here. Don't shoot that. She's not crippled. It doesn't matter. Oh, you're shooting the wrong things. No. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So one thing that I'm really noticing is that, and I can really see the lack of experience. So with your goal being that you want to climb in ranked, it might even be even more beneficial to play a little bit more casual so that you get a hang down of how the game works, kind of how counters work, as well as just like how you what is the goal of the game, right? Because right now you are a hard counter to the Sky and you're not abusing that fact. There you go. Good assist. Firebomb needs to go on the point here. Firebomb on the point. There's big pool. Big gets full healed, and yeah.
Don't let them tax me. Help! Attack the objective.
Yeah, they're gonna keep spamming. People are gonna spam a lot of rank too, so don't let that get to you. Alrighty, a little waste of a shield. Retaking high ground is not a bad idea here. Make sure you play behind your tank. Don't just walk willy-nilly around. If he's playing super slow, then you can just hold corners, but don't just run in like a madman. You gotta use your marks. Gotta use your marks. Put your marks out. Okay, we're back to you. Alright, cool. Alright, good kill. Guys on you. You gotta use your nades. Nades and mark. You can avoid that by jumping down. Yep, good job. You know she's gonna push you though. She's super confident. No, she didn't go. That's crazy. She ran away. I thought she would eagle you for sure. Fight the Inara with them. Fight the Inara with them. Look at the Inara. Look at the Inara. She's more prio. Or the Ceres. Good job. Guys, see right up top or in the middle section. Middle section. There it is. He's gonna go for you. She didn't go really deep for that though. She might get punished for that. Right, you should be respawning again. High ground, stay high, stay high. Do not drop, do not drop, do not drop, do not drop. No! Play top right. High ground's your best friend, and if you're getting it for free, why not take it? Good, killing the Victor. Mark the Inara, mark the Inara, mark the Inara, mark the Inara. Let's go. Unfortunate. You should defend this though. We're gonna touch here. Oh, you ulted here. Guy. Oh, I think your ult gives you movement speed too. Totally forgot about that. I think it makes you fast. Yeah, it definitely does. This is really good for chase down. Caught 2. Need it. No. Caught 2. Most important buy. Caught 2. Caught 2. There we go. Okay, that's... I got a little worried. Alright, I wanted a Bomber boost. But not a Bomber boost. Save my credit just in case we come back here. Yeah, but Tyra is one of the tankiest DPS in the game. You have 2,500 health plus DR. That's insane. Okay. I really would like to see you play bottom right. You're like kind of playing into like the line of fire here. Firebomb on the point. Oh, Tyra's dead. Right now, I wouldn't zone him. I just played this right cubby right here. I would jump on this thing and go to your right. At your left. Behind. Big pool. There's misses her ult. You're walking in your own fire. On forward. This is very winnable for y'all, though. Okay. Unfortunate. This is probably it for y'all. I would have threw it on point. Try to force them off the point here. I wouldn't have dropped down though because you don't have your team, so you're kind of just staggering. Staggering is when you fight without your teammates and you're punished for it. Yeah, buys are all over the place from your team. Mantalis has only a loom, no caught. So it's a really rough game. Fire on the point. Mark the sky. Gonna get ulted. This guy's gonna kill you. Yep. Alrighty. So it's actually like the bad thing about this is you got smoked, right? But the good thing about this is that it's a lot of easy fixes, a lot of things that we can go over, right, and we can talk about really quickly, right? So we're gonna pull out the notepad again. Bam, bam, bam. So let's talk about this, right? Obviously, Timbermill, Tyra, point burn, utility, ult, damage amp, or no reload, or chase down, right? It's really good for chase down because it gives you movement speed. So caught is very important, right? It's going to reduce healing, right? It's going to make dueling a lot easier because whether you're fighting somebody who has a support or whether they have self-sustain. Brazil is going to be really good for getting stunned by Inara ults, as well as things like that. But you weren't really getting hit by that a lot, so maybe you go Illuminate here, right? And so that you can fight this guy. So you can buy Caught and Illuminate together in the beginning instead of going Caught Life Rip, and you'll be better off. Why? Because when this guy does get a little too close, you can see her, and you can mark her easier when she's close. Haven, because you want to be able to be even tankier, right? You want to be tanky all the time, and you want to be able to just win duels. And filler, whatever you feel like you need at the end of the game, you buy, right? Unrated, want to climb the ring ladder, blah, 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 right? So some mistakes that I saw, right? Your buys need work, right? So we'll do buys, and we'll do this, and we'll understanding what buys are not only good for your champ, but are needed in the game, right? You need to Illuminate, right? You need Caught, right? Life Rip is not going to do you much if you can't see the sky, if you can't finish her when she gets on you, even with that Life Rip, if she's getting Sarah's pocketed, if you can't see her coming, if you don't have the Haven, if you don't have the Caught, it's not going to work. She's just going to kill you. She just has the advantages. 2, map knowledge, right? Understanding choke points as well as power positions. Too many times you were sitting in mid and you were getting punished for that because you didn't have angles, they did, and they were able to sneak up on you because they had so many angles to approach from. 3, ability usage, right? You were really good with your ults, but you weren't. Gotta use your abilities more and for the right reasons, right? If you're going to be throwing firebomb down, throw it on the point. Throw it in a place either. A firebomb is a zoning tool. You throw it on the point. Either the enemy tank has to sit there and eat that fire, or they have to go out. You throw it in a room that's really important. The enemy team has to either try to take the room while they're burning, or they need to back up, right? Fire is a zoning tool. Marks are not only going to reveal targets who can go invisible, but your marks are also going to give you damage amp. It's going to give you 15% damage increase against targets that you are fighting that are marked. The one talent hunters party, it gives the damage amp to your whole team, but at base it will give you damage amp, which will make dueling very, very easy. And then your nades should be using when you're dueling, just so you can get DR, things like that. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Is there any more tips I can give you? I would say, um, your buys, map knowledge, ability usage, and then, uh, maybe just, I guess positioning goes as well with map knowledge, but yeah. So there was a lot of times where you were in spots that you shouldn't have been in, right? A lot of the times your buys weren't making too much sense, and then your ability usage, you just got to know how to use it and things like that. My biggest recommendation for you is going to be probably play a little bit more casual, a lot more champions, kind of figure out how the game works, who counters who plays well into this and that, and get a feel of the game. Trust me, I was just like you. The second I could get in ranked, I was jumping right in. But it's really hard when you don't have all the champions, as well as you don't have the biggest understanding of the game. And yeah, playing ranked will help you learn a little bit, especially with the banning system, which is really cool. But you were also top of your list when it came to banning. One quick tip I can give to you when it comes to drafting. You can either, I mean, drafting for team and drafting for ranks is very different. But if I am you, right, and we were playing in a console meta, or we're playing in a console lobby, right, these strong picks for console players are going to be direct damages, right? They're going to be hit scans, the Tyras, the Skies, the Victors, the Lex, the Taluses, the Vivians, the Snipers, Octavia, right? Those are going to be the power picks, tanks that are hit scan. Rom, Barrack, Ruckus, Khan. Term's pretty good because he denies all that stuff. Those are going to be very strong picks. Understanding what maps these characters are good on and what maps they're bad on, right, is really going to affect your bans, right? If you're playing on something like Timber Mill, you might not want to ban Lex because it's hard for him to get a lot of value compared to something like Canessa. Canessa can sit back and just shoot people all day and not have an issue, right? Another thing is snipers are so much stronger on console because things like Eevee and Mave are so much harder to play. Yeah, they can play Buck and they can play Vora, but these all like the Buck also has counters with the like Genos Lift and things like that. And Vora is probably the best of all the flanks kind of put together for console and things like that, right? So understanding that strongest picks are going to end up being direct damage picks, right? So let's say you're playing on a small map where Tyra's really strong, right? So you want to play Tyra, you should probably get rid of things that Tyra can't deal with, right? Or tanks that like farm Tyra. So like a good ban for you could be like, hey, like I don't if I'm first pick and I want Tyra, I don't want to play against Term. And then another pick that you don't want to play against. I don't want to play against. I mean, I think you're pretty good against all the other tanks. It could be like a DPS that you're just not comfortable playing against, Lex, or something like that, right? Or Moji. I don't know. I don't know what you struggle against, but these could be your bands, and then you take this, and then now they take stuff, but it's okay, and you know what I'm saying? So like understanding what's strong for you, and then what's strong for them, getting rid of what's strong for them, and then taking your pick, and maybe they ban your pick, and you gotta go with something else, but who knows, right? So that is pretty much all for today. Hopefully, I was able to help you learn a little bit, right? Give you some insight as well as just give you a little bit of advice. Hopefully we can do this again, man. And hopefully next time I see you, man, you will be ranked so that we can continue this journey on making you better. Peace out. Take care. And yeah. Oh, before I go, for anybody who's looking to get free coaching while reviewing, right, you can go down in the description below and click on my link to my Discord. From there, you can submit your match ID or YouTube link in my VOD submission channel, right? I'm always looking to help more people as well as learn myself, so don't be afraid to stop by. Like the video if you liked the video, comment for any questions or suggestions, and subscribe. I can't say subscribe, but subscribe to keep up with me and my channel. Take care, everybody.